welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special episode of JWF Defiance, because it's time for Expiration Date. I am your temporary host for the evening, Silver Spoon, joined this evening by the man, the myth, the legend. It's Captain Tibbs.
Boom!
That is right, Tibbs, and we are starting off with a match that is literal years in the making. Not since the early days of Wrestlepalooza, the early days of JWF, have we ever seen this matchup. Two old rivals but better friends are going toe-to-toe tonight as Blake Tanner faces off against, well, let's be honest, his commentary partner here on Defiance, Scottye Moore.
Commentary partner in JWF Defiance, partner in just about everything these two gotten themselves into. And now they're gonna have something that they haven't done in a long time, and that's fight one-on-one in the ring.
That is right. I mean, Blake Tanner made it clear a couple of weeks ago that there is no longer any BS in the ring. It is strictly singles competition for the man known as the B. And of course, Scottye Moore didn't take kindly to that on the recent episode of JWF Ignition, even saying that Blake Tanner has been trying to summit the mountain of the JWF while Scottye has merely just been looking on from the top already. But looks like he's looking on from the bottom right now after that big belly-to-belly from Blake Tanner.
Absolutely, Sills. Since Blake has reinvented himself since the Defiance era, I think that's part of what we're seeing here. Scotty's had so much going on in his career, in his life. Blake has just been struggling to get back to that place that he once was, and now one of his greatest challenges stares him right in the mouth at the foot of the tip of the mountain.
That is right, and let's not forget this, Tibbs. I mean, these two men main evented the first ever Wrestlepalooza in that Iron Man match for the JWF Championship, and now so many years later, they're fighting themselves once again, this time for an opportunity at the JWF Championship, because not only is this a one-on-one confrontation, it is also part of our J1 Tournament of Champions. And of course, both of these men are currently going in undefeated in the tournament, and it's time to see who's going to keep that streak going.
Exactly, Sills. I mean, a lot on the line here for these two, not only for the J1 tournament, for their undefeated streak, I mean, for their own personal and professional friendship, Sills. This is a dire match.
Oh, wait a minute. Looks like Blake Tanner now wrenching back on that arm of Scottye Moore. And let's not forget, that is the arm that was broken by the Nightmare Ghazi. That is a wise move from the B. And you can see Scottye taking almost a quick desperation drop kick, trying to keep some separation before he works over that arm anymore.
Absolutely, a little bit of a callback to Scotty's match with Ghazi a while ago, Sills, but I mean, Blake Tanner, he just is fresh off fighting Ghazi not too long ago himself. Maybe he decided to throw a little insult to injury.
That is right, and I mean, I don't want to say anything. Oh, wait, hold on. Went for the bee sting, but Scottye reversed it, sends him into the mat. And it looks like Blake Tanner has fought valiantly, but he's in the path of an SMG straight to the mat. Falling into the pin as Scottye 1, 2. Blake Tanner kicking out at 2, but let's be honest, he has had his fair share of SMGs to the skull in his day.
That is true, Sills, that some people say the best way to learn how to take a finisher, a big impactful move like that, is just get it over and over again. Get beat by it enough until you can get a way out of it.
That is right. Now, another big heel kick from Scottye, laying out Blake Tanner. And Tibbs, I will be honest with you, both of these guys seem so evenly matched in this competition. I got no clue who's going to come out on top. It's just a matter of who hits that first big move.
That is true, Sills. I mean, this is something that Blake Tanner and Scottye Moore have probably been strategizing, thinking about for weeks now. I think we saw the writing on the wall that these two would eventually come to blows. And right now it is just a matter of who can hit their biggest, deadliest maneuver.
That is right. Couple big punches to the gut from Blake Tanner. Sends Scottye back. Went for a big kick. Scottye sweeps the leg, and now, turns it around. Single leg Boston Crab, but Blake immediately scrambling for the ropes, but Scottye backing up, tuning up the proverbial band. Looks like he is setting up for the Scottye kick straight to the jaw.
And that was a kick straight to the face. That could break your nose, knock you straight out, Sills.
That's right, and then went for a big neck breaker. Blake avoids it. And turns it around immediately. Up, down, B-Sting.
Blake Tanner coming up and saying, you want to hit something good? I'll do the same thing.
And it looks like that nearly got him a victory. Scottye kicking out at 2 3/4 there. And now, look at this. Once again, going after that arm as Blake Tanner might be trying to seek a tap from the proverbial hero of the JWF. But rolling out of it very quickly is Scottye Moore, who, immediately rolls into an SMG, tosses him down. 1, 2, 2 3/4. Blake kicking out, and Tibbs. Blake Tanner is bloodied.
Oh, absolutely, Sills. He's bleeding. He's struggling to get back up. I thought that SMG had done it.
That is right. I mean, let's be honest, though. Scottye Moore brought up the fact that ever since the birth of JWF Defiance, and you said it earlier, Blake Tanner has fought in the opening match every single week. In Scottye's opinion, he says that he is overworking himself to a point of burnout, to a point of destruction, and it looks like that destruction is coming tonight at the hands of Scottye, who went for the elbow drop, but just barely misses it.
And Silsbo, it looks like Blake Tanner's got a little bit of fight left in him right now. You can see these guys there aiming for the heavy impact moves, the things that could really end this match extremely quickly, and that's probably going to tire both of these guys out a lot faster than you'd imagine. But that also means that this match could end at any moment.
That is right. Both of these men are trading blows, reversal after reversal. Tips, I'll be honest, I don't know if there are two men in this company who know each other as well as the BS. And look at this, Blake Tanner locking in that single-legged Boston Crab once again, much like Scottye attempted earlier, but this time Blake manages to avoid the ropes.
You gotta look at that, Sills. That's... blood is just covering Blake Tanner's chest. I don't know how he can even see right now.
Well, I don't think he's gonna want to see, Tibbs, because he is on that top rope for a maneuver we have seen before, the superplex. Oh my God!
They just both tumbled straight out of the ring, Sills. Scottye's back up, but Blake looks like he's down for good.
That's right. Now, if you notice that Blake's ankle made contact with that metal barricade, but he is back up, and he is trying his best. I think he's just using some desperation maneuvers. Big gut buster. And I think at this point, Blake Tanner, he is running off adrenaline. If he stops to try to feel that pain, feel that anguish of that superplex to the outside, it would be all over right now. And Blake Tanner might be blinded by blood, but he is also blinded to the pain.
He's got to end this match before that adrenaline wears off. I'll tell you something right now, Sills. I don't know how either of these guys are still standing at this point.
That is right. Dropping the knee once again across the skull before picking him up, and now wrenching onto that neck is Blake Tanner. Might be setting up for that Blake out, that vicious curb stomp maneuver straight to the skull, and he's backed up for it. Could we see it? Blake out! Falls into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
Holy shit.
That is, you told him, Tibbs, that he needed to get it done before that adrenaline wore off. And I think that he took heed to those words, hit that Blake out as quick as he could, slammed his opponent into the mat, and earned that victory, ending Scottye Moore's undefeated streak, but continuing his in this year's J1 tournament.
Talk about a hell of a knockout, Sills, and a hell of a match between these two guys right here.
That is right, Tibbs. And you know the amazing thing is these two guys get done fighting, and now they're about to come over here and do commentary for the rest of the damn show.
Blake is wiping the blood from his face right now as they're coming.
That is right. There he is, the winner of this match. And let's not forget, Tibbs, this is not the only time this man's going to be fighting tonight.
Oh no, not by a long shot, Sills.
That's right, Tibbs. Scottye Moore back at the booth. To my commentary partner, Blake, I see you coming over. Respect. I bloodied you. I beat you. I did everything I fucking could. And you still did it.
Back at you, buddy. That was... Oh, God. I can't breathe right now. Back to your regularly scheduled programming?
That's right, and you know who else can't breathe right now? All of the lovely ladies in the first 3 rows who have gotten pregnant by just the essence of this man walking down to the ring. The human sex bomb, they call him. Danny Roanoke, who is coming into this matchup for one hell of an opportunity.
Yeah, they say he's not allowed in California anymore because of that.
That is right, bud. But he is now fighting for one of the most prestigious titles in this company, a title both of us have held, the JWF Captain's Championship, held by this man, Crush Atlas. And I'll be honest, when I relinquished the JWF Captain's Championship, when I said to any JXT talent, any developmental talent, if you want to step up for this championship, feel free. There was one name I had in the back of my mind, whether I want to say it out loud or not, and that name was Crush Atlas.
And I think there is something to be said about Crush with this Captain's Championship. I mean, it just looks right on him. He is the exact kind of person that I would hope would carry on the lineage of Captain's Champions like yourself and me.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the following matches for the JWF Captain's Championship. In the left corner, he's a sexy Danny. Danny Roanoke. And in the right corner is your JWF Captain's Champion. His name is Crush Atlas.
Who can also be a sexy daddy.
He is... I'll be honest, I was editing last week's episode and I popped myself when I made that reference to Danny, and I was like, fuck it, this is his gimmick now. He's a sexy boy. Hold it high, Tommy. My hero, Tommy.
Oh, our great boy. Our good friend to the end, Tommy.
I'm starting to feel pain drunk is what it is currently. And then, oh, big heel kick from Danny, takes down Crush Atlas. And you gotta think, bud, after the words Crush Atlas had for Danny Roanoke on the latest episode of Ignition, Danny's coming for blood. I mean, Crush Atlas looked at Danny Roanoke and said, hey, ever since you have returned to this company, you have been doing nothing but damaging your legacy, hurting the kind of career you had built up. And you gotta think, for a guy who is kind of up there in years like Danny Roanoke, that has gotta be playing in the back of his mind.
I mean, exactly. I mean, that's something that Danny has kind of struggled with since he's come back, as far as I could tell. He's really adapted to this more cerebral style. He wants to get under his opponent's skin so much that he could more quickly end the match. He wants to throw them off their game so he could be at his most powerful and they can be kind of at a less powerful place.
Oh, wait, hold on. Goes for the pin. One. Ooh, kicking out is Roanoke. Yeah, I think Roanoke is a former JWF Tag Team Champion. In fact, his reign was ended by our current champions, Demon Inc. Oh, but now it looks like Crush Atlas wanting to put an end to things. But, oh, Danny fights back with a European uppercut and then floats over. Oh! Did Danny Roanoke just hit a crossroads?
I think that, I don't know if it's the blood loss or what, but I think he did.
Whoa! He's such a dirty daddy. Whoa! There goes Roanoke. Fuck, we gotta change
adrenaline in my soul. I am Daddy Roanoke.
Shit, he's gotta be Daddy Roanoke now, damn it. Oh, and now the elbow drop straight to the heart. We have reinvigorated this. Oh, wait, shit, Anaconda Vice.
Oh, fuck, out of nowhere, trying to hit to...
Calling out another champion in this company, the Dylan.
But as we can see, Danny may be known for some good technical moves, but he cannot match the technical spectacle when it comes to that vice.
That is right. Instead, he just eats that kind of standing spear, and then, oh, Danny Kinrana takes him down.
Now, did you say Danny Kinrana or Daddy Kinrana?
It can't all be Daddy, or else the daddy doesn't feel special.
You're right.
Okay.
You gotta pick 3 daddies.
And then, slams him to the earth once again. Crush Atlas now firmly in the position he likes to be in. His opponents on the mat just preparing for another violent maneuver. Oh, but Danny once again fighting back, utilizing those European uppercuts before getting him in a front-facing headlock. But, Crush reverses. And now, pump handle. What is this pump handle? Oh, suplex!
I love it. That's the thing. Crush, he is not really shown to be off his game after all the mind games by Danny Roanoke. As a matter of fact, I think that spear just proves my point.
I'll be honest, I think Crush Atlas has played the mind games better than Danny ever could. He has thrown him off his game, and now he's telling him to get to the chopper. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Got a real dominating stance on that pinfall, Crush.
I know, he was...
That's what all the ladies want to do to the dirty Danny Roanoke.
Yeah, we all know Crush is a dom.
It's Jesus Christ. And there he is, retaining your JWF Captain's Champion. And a very upset-looking Danny Roanoke walking away from the ring. And you gotta think Crush Atlas told him after this kind of match to go home, we're in the chamber now.
Quick cuts here on Defiance. Welcome to the Expiration Chamber.
That is right. Welcome to the first Expiration Chamber matchup of the night. A 6-woman match for the JWF Women's Championship, of course, currently held by the woman known as Ayana. And in the ring right now, we've got 2 talents who we've not seen a lot of in the form of the Olympic hero Olympia. But then a woman we have seen a lot of in the form of Phoenix Driver, who, I mean, let's be honest, Phoenix Driver is someone who looked poised to become the next champion, but slipped at the 90-yard line facing off against Val Curry, let her frustrations get the best of her, and that's why she is still sitting here titleless.
Yes, honestly, something that we see a little bit more of from our JXT faithful, like our JXT crowd, is there's always a few of them get massive momentum. The crowd loves them, but they slip and fall at the end. That's kind of Phoenix's story, and now we've seen that Phoenix is trying everything she can.
Shut the fuck up. The real star is coming out, baby, because that is my wife. That is Emily Ireland, a woman who has already bested Phoenix Driver. She's doing a fun little kick in the air. And let's be honest, she's the only person to have defeated the former JWF Women's Champion, Val Curry, in that champion versus champion matchup. So you gotta think Emily's coming into this one hot, but Phoenix Driver looking to cool her off.
I think that Phoenix especially would have a bone to pick with Emily. I think Olympia's in here right now. She's kind of just serving as a target, huh?
She is wrapped up like a proverbial pretzel by Phoenix Driver, who hits that beautiful elbow strike to get out of it before gets caught by Emily, tossing her end over end.
Emily just lying in wait that whole time, clearing the field, just drop-kicking Olympia right to the left side of the head.
That's right, but ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. Ayana, the warrior princess. Hits a beautiful flying DDT, takes out Phoenix Driver. Ayana, a woman who was the first ever JXT developmental women's champion, and now the second ever, hold on. Cool double moonsault. You got this, my wife. 1, 2. Kicking out of that is Olympia. But now Ayana sits here, our second ever women's champion of JWF history. If you want to talk about women's history being made in this company, the Warrior Princess is who you look at.
Although she is in a bit of a predicament here. Out of the 6 women in this match, we got 4 out of 6 in the ring right now. No elimination so far, and the champ is in.
That is right. And then, went for a second hip attack, which is evaded by Phoenix Driver, who nails her with the lariat. And now she has got to go for that pinfall. That lariat is deadly. One. I've never heard you try to count a pin before, but it was very cute. 1, 2.
Sometimes I do it under my breath because you usually do the play-by-play. I'm just the color guy. I kind of just sit here and whisper.
The newcomer into the match, Larceny Daniels, laying her out with the dip. 2. But Olympia continuing to kick out. This has been a classic showing from Olympia tonight.
Yeah, she's taken a lot of punishment in this match, but she will not relent.
That is right, but unfortunately, Larceny Daniels very well may. Oh! It's a beautiful moonsault as Ayana kind of added insult to injury by just kicking her, and it has allowed for our first elimination of the night to, unfortunately, that woman right there, Olympia, as comes in our 6th woman.
This is Skilla! She's got my back!
Yep, Skill is here. I don't even remember where that bit was from, but Skill is here.
She cut all you down like mowing lawn.
Yep, Skilla the Killer, the real Thriller, getting tossed into the ring by the Warrior Princess. And I know it's strictly because of you putting her over so much, but if there was a fan favorite in this match, if there was an underdog who the crowd's really been rooting for, I gotta say, it is Skilla, who hits a beautiful drop kick on the champion.
And let me tell you, I think it's the mystery. Anybody in a mask, that you gotta love them. Just ask Tibbs about the Hammerman at any point in time, and you'll never hear the end of it.
That's right, goes for the pinfall on the champ. But the champ kicks out. Meanwhile, Phoenix Driver. Now, what the fuck? Phoenix? What was that?
Whoa!
Picks her up, drops her down. Oh my God, across the knee. The walking highlight reel in the form of Phoenix Driver as, Skilla falls prey to the butt, but 1, 2. Skilla kicking out at 2.
I'm pretty sure Larceny Daniel just broke in half. Like, she's having a tough time.
Yeah, she's not having a good time. Meanwhile, Emily and Phoenix reigniting that great feud of red versus blue. But it looks like Phoenix instead is, dropping Larceny down with a tombstone. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2. Kicking out is Larceny Daniels, but Skilla immediately there taking over. Yeah, I think Skilla and Phoenix Driver, the redheads, the redheads in the match really like to stick together, I have found.
And on the red team.
Yes. Was that the fucking Smash Bros announcer?
Red team. Sounded like it, yeah.
Phoenix Driver. That's how I should announce matches.
Ready!
Coming to the ring, Emily Iron. Pinfall attempt 1. Kicking out of it is, I should probably pay attention to the match because the action is getting hot and heavy in this ring, and I am very shocked at how little it's fucking with my PS4's speed.
That's what happens when all you have to render these videos is a game console. This is shot in high definition, and this is what happens by the time it gets to you.
Yes. Meanwhile, oh my God, what a suplex on the outside. 2. Larceny has been eating some damage in this match, bud.
She is. I'm not sure how she's still up right now, but then again, I'm probably just not one to talk, huh?
That's right. Meanwhile, Ayana avoided that attempt at the blue bomber from Emily before, locking her up in it. The Bayonetta, she has got her locked in. Please don't tap, baby. Please don't tap. Baby, I'm gonna need you to not tap right now. It's gonna be real important to me that you do not tap.
Larceny is just standing back and letting this happen, but there was a pinfall.
No, Emily unfortunately did tap out, which is what allowed Tommy to turn around and pay attention to that pinfall. My wife fought valiantly, but with this kind of talent in the ring, you can't really fight against it, but that is another point you got to think about when Phoenix is trying to pinfall on Scylla. If someone else is going for a submission, if someone else has Tommy's attention, you probably don't want to go for a pinfall at that point. You're wanting to pay attention to the action.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's something that you got to have that self-awareness of
wait,
everything
hold on.
that's going
Oh,
on in the ring.
Rainmaker!
Oh, shit.
1, 2. Oh, kicking out of the Rainmaker is Scylla, and the crowd is going crazy.
Dissension on the red team.
That is right. Meanwhile, inside of the ring. Oh, wait. Hold on. Turning around into Boston Crab. Seeking a... Oh, my God. No! On the outside of the ring, Scylla not following the advice I had so sorely given them earlier. She goes for a pinfall while Ayana had a submission locked in, and I think, I'll be honest, if she had just kept the punishment on, she may have just been able to pin Phoenix Driver.
Yep, I think that could have very easily been a pinning predicament right there that Scylla could have had, but that's the problem. She didn't look at Tommy. She didn't see that he was distracted. 2,
3. Ayana just coming out of the ring, taking all the damage that Phoenix had done to Scylla, using it for a pin and eliminating Scylla as another Rainmaker takes out Larceny Daniels.
No.
2. Oh, kicking out at 2.
I thought we were about to go straight into sudden death right here, man.
That is right, but right now, oh, wait a minute, picks the leg, turns it around. Oh my God, wrenching back on the neck, and the Warrior Princess is trying to get Phoenix to tap in. You gotta think about what Phoenix has already been through in this match. She started this match. The rest of the women have been able to come in relatively fresh. Larceny coming in at number 5, Ayana at number 4. And it looks like, wait a minute, Larceny, nails her with a big DDT.
And it looks like, yeah, we've got a little bit of an alliance
1,
forming.
2, kicking out at 2. Why is it slowing down now? Why is it getting slow now? There's less things to render.
Oh, it's wanted to get this full play-by-play in so we catch every single second.
That's right. Oh, wait, gets sent into the corner. Oh, big strike from Phoenix Driver. Big hip attack. Might have been a shot at the champion right now. We know Ayana, known for those big hip attacks she likes to employ. Oh, but she eats a European uppercut for her troubles.
And I mean, Phoenix Driver, like you said, for his starting out in this match, she is in firm control of this Expiration Chamber match.
That's right, until she eats that. You need to stop saying words. Oh, but wait a minute. Unfortunately, Larceny, went for a big lariat. Larceny avoids it and then just dumps the champ to the outside as, wait a minute! It's Phoenix just kips up to her feet but walks straight into the arms of Larceny Daniels. And you gotta think, in this match, we've talked a lot about Phoenix, we've talked a lot about Ayana, but Larceny is definitely someone to watch in this matchup, but unfortunately she gets caught. And now, wait a minute, look at that Phoenix using the same maneuver Ayana utilized on her earlier. Might be a little anything you can do, I can do better going on.
Yes, very interesting. Just this back and forth between these three. Really fighting for the JWF Women's Championship right now. I mean, Ayana wants to keep it. Phoenix is just hungry for that championship gold. Larceny as well.
Jumping over the body of Larceny Daniels to then hit the butt. That big hip attack goes for it. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Last minute kick out, and I can say that with certainty because the game showed me every excruciating frame.
That was closer to midnight than the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Jesus H. Christ. But wait a minute. Ayana avoided Larceny, but then, locks her up in the bayonetta, seeking a tap out is the Warrior Princess. And Larceny Daniels held on for the longest time, but she has unfortunately fell prey, like so many others, to the Bayonetta. And now the Warrior Princess, the champ, firmly in control against the woman who started this match, number 1 versus number 4.
And now it looks like she was gonna wipe.
Oh! Falls into the pinfall Rainmaker out of nowhere. 1, 2, 2 3/4. She kicks out.
Oh my God. The fact that Phoenix Driver is still standing after all of this punishment, after Ayanna, 4 other women have just beaten the hell out of her this entire match. I mean, Phoenix Driver has just got to be made of steel.
That is right. And she is shoving that steel knee straight into the jaw of Ayanna before backing up. And now, oh, wait a minute. Might be looking for a submission, but Ayanna with a big strike to the face avoids it. You got to think with a woman with as much pride as the Warrior Princess, a tap out is an absolute no. But wait. Oh, nearly gets a pinfall just off that strike to the face. That is showing the type of damage Phoenix Driver has taken when a simple punch is nearly allowing her to get victory.
But right now, I mean, Phoenix Driver is having a hard time. She sweeps Ayanna right off of her feet, but now she's got to catch that momentum. She's got to take it back.
King Kong Lariat takes her down, but oh, will she go for the pin? Yes. 1, 2, 3. The King Kong Lariat dethrones the champ. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new JWF Women's Champion. And her name is Phoenix Driver. And you got to think if you are the winner of this year's Regal Rumble, if you are Tiffany, I think your level of fear just went from 6 to midnight.
You just watch somebody start this match and end it with the championship. That Phoenix Driver put on such a display of resiliency. She did not stop. She did not quit. She went through hell itself against everyone else in this Expiration Chamber match, and she came out on top. Props to Phoenix Driver.
That's right. Let's not forget, this is not our only Expiration Chamber match of the night. We, of course, are going to have our main event happening for the JWF Defiant title. But for right now, I mean, that is a sight we have wanted to see for a very long time. I mean, Phoenix Driver, whether it was in JXT or in JWF, has never held singles gold. And now finally, she manages to hold it high above her head.
Godspeed, Phoenix Driver. We'll see you at Wrestlepalooza.
That is right. But now we move on to our next match of the evening. And, you know, I'm sure they put over our opening match as a big rematch, as a match that has a lot of history behind it. But in my opinion, this match has just as much history. I mean, these two men in this J1 tournament matchup fought at Wrestlepalooza last year for the JWF Championship. They fought again at Crossing the Line. I can't think of any men who have fought as much on a pay-per-view recently as these two.
That may be true.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say, you put our Wrestlepalooza match on a scale, you put that match on a scale, and it's gonna tip in a certain direction.
Let me put it this way. Our match was an Iron Man match that went 30 minutes. Their match at Wrestlepalooza was 30 seconds. Because this man, Robert Hill, his current losing streak aside, has proven to be one of the most devastating forces in the history of the JWF, the shortest JWF championship match of all time. A man who took our current champion, the Dylan, to his limits. And right now, he is one pissed off man. Oh, but he walked straight into a back elbow from Chuck Tibbs.
Most of these matches would be over by now.
That is right. You got to think both of these men are coming into this match with something to prove. Chuck Tibbs to prove that he is no longer a joke, that those 30-second defeats that he had to Robert Hill, they have not affected him. And Robert's here to prove that he's still got it. I mean, in the J1 tournament, Robert has come in relatively, I don't think he's won a match yet.
Now that I think about it, I'm not sure that he has either. And I will say, on Chuck's part, I think that he has become more focused, he has become more determined recently, and I would like to think that me beating the hell out of him with a steel chair on the first episode of Defiance really went a long way into helping him find that place.
You call it a motivator, and it's just abuse at some point, but...
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Is right. Oh, big headbutt takes him down. Now, let's not forget, we do like to talk about those big losses, those 30-second defeats, but Chuck Tibbs has technically defeated Robert Hill before. Let's not forget, crossing the line a couple of years ago, Chuck eliminated Robert, albeit by countout, from that trios match. And then, of course, at the following pay-per-view, Barcade, I believe it was, he defeated Robert Hill in a cage match for his #1 contendership. I mean, at the end of the day, Chuck Tibbs, he can hold his own against Robert. It's just pinning him to the mat that proves to be an issue.
That is quite a problem, and also Chuck defeated Robert Hill via countout when Robert was in the hospital and Chuck started a match.
Okay, that's bullshit. That doesn't count. We're not counting that one on this.
A match that made Robert Hill so angry, he got better through pure rage. He is like a D&D barbarian.
That is right. Oh, the barbarian hits that big superplex to the center of the ring, but this is technically the rubber match between the two of them. Chuck with 2 technical wins, Robert with 2 wins. And now, oh wait, big knee straight to the gut. And now it looks like
how you said Chuck's wins were technical, Robert's were just normal.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the match, one of them seems like a winner, and it's definitely not Chuck. But wait a minute, he's got him set up for it. Could we see it? The D Tibbs, boom, straight down onto his skull, rolls him over for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh my God, not even a
I was about to say though,
not even a 2
that was a
count.
lot of beef hitting the ring right there. That could have fractured Robert Hill's neck.
Oh, and now he is going to the top rope. Could we see it? Eye of the Storm!
Doubling up. What a combo, though.
That's right. And I don't know if hold on, goes for the pinfall. Can he get it? 1, 2. Oh, Robert being able to kick out. Now, I don't know if you noticed that. As soon as he hit the Eye of the Storm, Robert instinctively rolled onto his stomach. He made it intentionally harder for Chuck to be able to roll him over. A lot of people think that all Robert Hill's is brutality. All he is DDTs and punches to the face. But that just shows there's a whole lot more going on in his head. But right now, that head might get spiked into the mat for a second. DD Tibbs. Boom.
Oof.
Rolls him over into it. Could we see it? 1, 2. Oh, Robert kicking out at 2.
Oh, man, I could have almost called that a spinal stenosis. What are you going to do, Chuck?
I think he might be saying, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Eye of the Storm. Oh, but Robert avoids it, plucks him up, and now, oh, wait a minute, beautiful headlock driver, and he just spiked that bitch. Goes for it. 1, 2. Oh, Chuck kicking out at 2.
Right on the top of his head this time, Chuck Tibbs, and it looks like, oh, it may be all over but the crying.
That is right. There it is. Oh, wait. Avoids the gaslighter. Reverses it. Spear! 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 1! Oh, kicking out at 1 is Robert Hill. He is a man who has had plenty of spears thrown his way. Let's not forget that classic match of the year against Momoa Curry last year. But now, oh, what a knee strike!
Right into his face, and I think that busted
1,
Robert Hill open.
2. Oh, kicking out once again is Robert Hill, and you can see him touching his forehead, feeling the blood drain. And that is not going to make the King of the Hill happy. Oh, and you can see it right there, just tossing Chuck nearly 7 feet in the air.
You escaped from 1 gaslighter, buddy, but I don't know about 2.
You gotta
Never mind.
stop talking. Gotta stop saying words, Blake.
It's like, when I say the opposite of what happens.
Okay, I don't like this. But you can see Chuck at this point now just Well, look at Chuck. He is having to stretch to get his arms all the way around that meaty neck of Robert Hill, but he has got Robert down for another Eye of the Storm, but Robert avoids it and just pounds the chest. Looks like Robert Hill's ready to go, but Chuck Tibbs not giving him the luxury. I think if anybody in this company knows to not let Robert Hill have an inch, it's Chuck Tibbs.
Chuck really leaning into some of these moves, targeting specific parts of Robert Hill's body, trying to weaken those the most. But Robert Hill, he's just begun to start finding ways out of everything big Chuck wants to hit.
That is right, and then, oh, wait a minute, was going for that almost perfect plex maneuver he likes to employ, but Chuck reverses it. And then, oh my God, just kicks Robert Hill. I don't think we have ever seen that type of aggression, almost arrogance out of Chuck Tibbs, but I think it's because he thinks he might be about to end it. He's up, and then, oh my God!
Oh. He saw Robert Hill rolling over, and he just went, I can't hit the Eye of the Storm, I'm just gonna elbow him.
That's
right in the back.
And then a knee straight to the skull, falls into the pinfall. 1, 2, 2 3/4. Robert Hill had me scared there. But luckily, Chuck Tibbs could not put him down.
Absolutely. Fucking Chuck has shown just a newfound resiliency. This is a Chuck that we haven't seen in a long time.
That is right, but this is still Robert Hill, and he is about to... Oh, he went for the clothesline, but I guess he's a little bit dazed. He missed him. He tries for an elbow and missed that. I think Chuck may have knocked something loose in the head of Robert Hill.
I don't know. He looks a little confused, and he looks like it's like he can't make a decision.
That's right, but Chuck certainly can make a decision to clothesline his ass out of the ring before... Oh, went for the splash, but just finds concrete waiting on him.
Oh, very true. Frickin'... I mean, Chuck has used everything to his advantage. He has made sure that Robert has hit every hard thing inside and outside of the ring at this point to try to weaken the strength of Robert Hill, to try to break him down bit by bit.
That's right, and that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, he just put him in a single-leg Boston Crab on the outside. He cannot earn victory like that. But he just simply wanted to... Well, never mind. Oh, wait.
What?
Okay.
Chuck just walking out of the way of that.
Oh, wait, stacks him up high. 1, 2, 3. The high stack off the spine buster out of nowhere, and Chuck Tibbs has pinned Robert Hill.
He kept him down. I mean, that was truly out of nowhere. Not completely unexpected pinfall attempt. Robert Hill was just stacked too high. He was knocked a little loopy, and he just could not kick out.
Oh, it looks like Robert Hill's undefeated streak continues with this shocking turn of events here tonight at JWF Expiration Date. But speaking of Expiration Date, buddy, there's a pod up there, and I'm going to need you to climb in it because you're not going to have long to do an entrance.
All right, that sounds good. We're jumping right in. I'm running over, and I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx myself.
That is right, because, ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Tibbs might be celebrating in the ring for now, but we're about to get into some violence because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event.
Well, Scottye, Tibbs here. I'm back and ready to help.
God, you just like instant transmission next to me. It was really weird.
Forgot I had to do this spot tonight. I'm usually used to the opening match, and I was actually halfway home. Sorry about that.
Well, as you can see, starting off the match, Guy Fieri, a former JWF champion, and the current Defiant champion himself, Falcor the Stoppable. And Tibbs, I hate to say it, but I think the champ might be in a rough spot, starting at number 1, but let's be honest, the women's title match earlier tonight, Phoenix Driver started at number 1 and walked out victorious. Here's hoping Falcor can keep it going.
That is true, although, Scottye, I hope you know that lightning rarely strikes twice in the same day. Unfortunately for Falcor, and I don't know, it looks like he's already taken a lot of punishment from Guy Fieri right there. I think our Defiant champ is kind of going to be in a bad way this entire match.
That is right, but I mean, how often does lightning strike at the tips of Mount Crothis, the homeland of the dragons, the homeland of, oh, fuck. Well, that's one pissed off. Well, okay, I guess my theory, your boy may have knocked Robert Hill a little bit loopy, and that's what I'm seeing, Tibbs. I mean, I don't know if this guy's fit to compete at this point.
Well, he did refuse the doctors to check him out, but he passed the eye dilation test. He looked fine.
That's right, but everything that he is attempting to throw at either of these blonde beauties, you could call them, is getting tossed right back in his face. Robert Hill is struggling, and it looks like Guy Fieri is going to take big advantage of that.
Guy Fieri with a strong showing here right now against both Falcor and Robert Hill. He's basically laid them out, just waiting for the next challenger.
That is right, and here is our next challenger. It's Shitty Terry.
What kind of dirt does this guy have on you two, Scottye? I mean, why does he have a job here?
Tibbs, do you know what a dealer is?
Yeah, like in cards, like in Vegas.
No, that's not what he just helps us get stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2. Guy Fieri almost getting pinned to the mat by Robert Hill as Shitty Terry and Falcor, couple of fan favorites, are dueling elbows right now. Oh, wait, hold on. Ow! Gaslighter straight to the skull of Fieri, goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
That's gotta feel good for Robert Hill right there. That's a pinfall at least.
That is right, but bad for Guy Fieri, a man who returned to this company looking to avenge his legacy. A man who's returned to the tournament, the J1 tournament, hoping to prove himself. And I don't know if Guy's been able to live up to his expectations at this point.
You could see that sullen look from Guy Fieri, and he may have a lot to think about after this loss tonight so quickly into the Expiration Chamber match.
That's right. Meanwhile, Shitty Terry eating a beautiful blue dragon bomb. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, kicking out. Meanwhile, Bacula and Robert Hill are doing a nice little ballet of the ropes.
It looks like Bacula is taking advantage of Robert Hill's affected state right now.
Oh, but Robert finally wisely just punching him in the face so he wouldn't climb over the ropes. But even worse, gets tossed out. Wait, Falcor going for a pinfall on Terry. Tommy getting into position. 1, 2, 3. Shitty Terry now eliminated as in comes our last entrant, my commentary partner, the man known as the Bee. And Tibbs, you want to talk about Robert Hill having the Huskow knocked out of him. I most certainly did that to Blake Tanner in the opening match tonight. So while my commentary partner is quite resilient, I gotta say, I think my money might still be on the champ retaining tonight.
That could be very true here, Scottye. I mean, Falcor, he is fresh. So is Bacula, but Blake Tanner and Robert Hill have both fought a match tonight. They're both going to be winded. They're both going to have a tougher time against two guys who are coming in fresh.
That's right. Meanwhile, I mean, the name you brought up, the man known as Bacula, is a guy who is most used to being in the tag title scene. Let's not forget his tag team known as Back in Black, one of the last JXT tag team champions, with the man who will be fighting for the JWF championship at Wrestlepalooza, the man known as the Jebedok. And you got to think, after seeing the success of his tag team partner, Bacula is certainly not looking to become the Marty Jannetty of the affair, if you will.
That is
Jesus
understandable.
Christ, but he is going to get a big, beautiful German suplex from Blake Tanner, who picks him up and drops him with the bee sting. Goes for the pinfall on Bacula. 1, 2, 3, and we are down to 3. Falcor, the stoppable, Robert Hill, and Blake Tanner. And you know, earlier I said you like to talk about lightning not happening twice. Wait a minute. Oh! Robert with a big arm drag. I think Blake might have been trying to hit a gaslighter of his own.
I mean, You are right, Scottye. I mean, you gotta appreciate the resilience of Blake Tanner going into this. The fact that he is not pulling any punches.
Hold on.
Same
One,
for Robert Hill.
2. Oh, Falcor nearly being pinned by that perfect plex. The Hill plex, whatever you want to call it. And now Robert Hill, I think he might still be getting a little bit of that championship arrogance that he used to have so much as he now rolls up Falcor. He plucks him up. Takes him down with a gaslighter. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
If anything, Robert Hill, he's gotten better. He's shaking the rust off.
Meanwhile, Blake Tanner over there playing possum, just waited for Robert to come towards him so he could hit that big kick. And right now you have got Blake Tanner in the ring with one pissed off Robert Hill. Oh, but now Blake plucking him up, putting him up on the ropes. What the hell is Blake thinking? A maneuver I have felt more than one time. Oh, the knees to the ribs.
Ooh.
Goes for the pinfall off of it. 1, 2, and Robert Hill, the adrenaline. Here's the thing. I know Robert just came off of a match, but Robert does have that adrenaline flowing. And I think that might be giving him the advantage at this point. Blake Tanner may still be able to feel the pain of earlier in the night, and it looks like Robert's going to make him feel even more. Oh my God, he is wrapped up like a pretzel.
Yeah, that's the thing. Blake probably came down. He's probably been icing off, or he's probably been, his muscles have had time to start to feel the soreness from that first match. Robert Hill, he's not going to feel sore until all of this is over.
What the hell is Blake doing? No, buddy. No. Goes to the
God.
top. What a splash! And
straight off the chamber. The top of the chamber. Blake Tanner going down right off of those, the chest of Robert Hill.
And he's not done. He's backed up. Blake out. Oh my God.
Robert Hill's busted back open.
That bloody forehead. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out at 2 is Robert Hill. And if there was a better analogy for the career of Blake Tanner, I have never seen it. Going high, doing everything you can, but still falling short. And it's no fault of the man. It's just the fact that he works himself that damn hard. But now he is directly in the path of Robert Hill. But wait a minute. Oh, goes against the ropes, comes back. Oh, what a clothesline.
Oh, Robert Hill using that momentum for the ropes to rebound back with the full force of his forearm.
And he's not done. Oh, went for the gaslighter. Blake manages to reverse it. Oh my God, look at the strength. Yes!
Ooh, right off
him
of
down.
That.
Kicks him over. Could we see it? Blake out.
Boom, another Blake out. Right off of that amazing combination.
1, 2. Oh, Robert Hill kicking out at 2. I don't know. The man is going to need a gunshot to take out the King of the Hill at this point, Tibbs.
I think so, and it looks like he might not get that chance, Scottye.
That is right, because he's been plucked and tucked and taken down with a gaslighter. Goes for it. 1, 2, 3. Blake Tanner kicked out. Blake kicked out. And he is fighting. Blake Tanner is fighting with everything he has got, but gets clotheslined into the corner before Robert plucks him up and drops him with that modified power bomb.
Both of these guys have been taken to their limits right now. I mean, after everything they've been through already, you can see they are just walking death.
That is right, kicking the hell out of each other before. Oh, fisherman suplex sends Blake back. And he may have survived one, but unfortunately he is directly in the path. No! Fights back against the gaslighter before. Oh my God, the strength! Sends him over, and Blake's not done. Backed up, Blake out.
3 for 3.
Goes for the pinfall. Do it. 1, 2, 3.
Blake Tanner's done it. New Defiant champion!
Not just a new damn Defiant champion, that is your first ever Grand Slam champion. If there's a title to be won in this company, Blake Tanner has done it. Tag Team World Championship, Captain's Championship, and now he is standing as your Defiant Champion after what was a hellacious night, after fighting through all those other men, after fighting against a very game Robert Hill. There he is, your JWF Defiant Champion.
Now, Scottye, I guess it's fair to say that Blake Tanner tonight has proven most of us wrong.
That is right, and there he stands with that belt high in the sky. And I can't wait to join him next week for another episode of JWF Defiance, because until then, he's been Captain Tibbs, I've been Scottye Moore, and this has been JWF Defiance. And we will see you next time.